Oi, top 3 builds for Tempest. Let's go. On Monday, we started videos of best 3 builds per each class. We start with Pyro because that's my main. Today we're doing Tempest. That's the one I'm playing currently because I got Pyro to level 20 and now we're on level 18 Tempest. The way we do these videos is we start with the ones I don't really use and then we're gonna go up to the one that I'm going to eventually probably use. Right now I'm playing Tempest with a very meme build just because it's more fun for me and I'll go over that one as well. However, first build that we're gonna go with is gonna be Spellslinger, Fervor, Escapist / Recklessness / Thirsty / Recovery. Just because all of those are pretty interchangeable. However, I do think that Recklessness on Tempest is really, really dope right now. Mainly because you take a lot of damage because you've got like lightning that's gonna zap you out of the sky almost every single time, and you just take damage in general. Especially since as a Tempest you like to use your tornado, and the highest DPS little chunk, in my opinion, is a DF NATO, which does, I'm pretty sure, 4 ticks, hit the bottom, and if you just keep going up your tornado, you get hit for each tick, and I think it's 20 damage each, but I could be totally wrong. Hey, Ranger. Anyways, but Spellslinger is gonna give you, the ability to store whatever you want in your pockets, whether that be Gauntlet or Rune. You can't store other belts, boots, and amulets in it anymore. What this does is it allows you to use your Wind Gauntlet just for utility, which is just the wind jump or if you want to. And then you have a close range, toxic or fire or stone if you'd like to, and you can have a long range as well. You can have ice or lightning. My go-to with that would probably be fire and ice with the wind, and obviously you can also use it to do weird things with runes like dash and TP, or shadow step and chrono. You know, you can do whatever you want, or flight and spring step. You know, you can just have however many, or you can have all the gauntlets and a good chunk of the runes. So that it's just a very interesting build. It also gives you a sorcery cooldown of 5% to start off with, and then that grows as you go. Second with that would be Fervor, and we all know that Fervor is a 15% spell cast speed bonus, and Fervor on Tempest is gonna be in every build you do, just because the faster you shoot your wind shears, you know, more damage you do, one, and the quicker you can get out of a situation. I'm pretty sure. It's someone correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But that does go up to 25%. So as you go, Fervor is gonna be a good one. Escapist is also a great skill. Escapist gives you base +3 run speed. So right off the rip, when you land, you have a +3 run speed. Then every time you take damage for 5 seconds, you do a +1 speed on top of that. So first build is gonna be Spellslinger, which I don't typically like to use because my brain's not big enough. That's like the only reason I don't use it. Anyway, Spellslinger, Fervor, and Escapist is gonna be the first build. It's a good build. It's a good build. You can use Recklessness if you want to in that one instead. You can also use Recovery or Thirsty in that last slot as Spirit as well. But this is gonna be Spellslinger, Fervor, and then those 4 options on the end. All right, and then number 2 is gonna be a basic build that does well with pretty much every single class. I said this last week. This was a Pyro build as well. It's just a really good build. I'm gonna say it for each class that I think it's in the top 3 because it's that good, and people might only watch one video, and I don't want to skip out on, like, I said it in that video, so, you know, screw you, right? But so I'm gonna say each video that I do think that it's gonna be a good build, and that's gonna be Runic Fluency, Fervor, and again, Escapist or Recklessness, whichever one you want to use on the backside. There you go. Runic Fluency gives you a max rune charge of +1, and I do believe it starts you with 5%. Starts with a 5% rune cooldown as well. So you've got the 5% rune cooldown, plus you have another rune as well. So that 5% grows as you go. So remember that, and you go that way. So Fervor, we just talked about it. It's the 15% spellcast speed boost, which, by the way, I know I say this every single time, it's not a projectile speed boost. It's just how many shots you can get out within a time frame, not how fast it goes from point A to point B. And then Escapist, we already talked about it. It's the +3 run speed and +1 when you take damage for 5 seconds, and that does run up. Then you can use Recklessness. So Recklessness is going to be on, I'm going to make this exactly right so I don't get it wrong. On no armor, you get two bonuses on no armor, and that's going to be your spell damage starts off with 15% extra, and your mana cost is 50% less. So it's a good skill right off the bat. And then again, remember, these grow. So that number may already seem like a lot to you, but it does go. And that leads me to my last and final build for Tempest, which is just, in my opinion, it can be a little bit much. This build is also in another video that we're gonna do with a little bit of a tweak, but it's gonna be Focus Mana, Fervor, and Recklessness, where you get 15% damage from Focus Mana, 15% damage for Recklessness, and then you've got the Fervor as well. Focus Mana, the reason this is so good on Tempest is that you get with Squall, which is gonna be the third ability in the Tempest class, is a 20% damage boost as soon as you leave the ground. So you've got the 20% from that, then you've got the 15% from Focus Mana, then you've got the 15% from Recklessness, and if those 15 grow, I'm pretty sure to 25. I could be wrong. The information's not here, but it could be on the Wikipedia. So you've got 20, 25, 25 extra damage, not just on your wind. Not just on your wind gauntlet. This is any gauntlet you have. So I'm pretty sure it takes your fireballs, your legendary fireball, to 63, which is pretty gross because I'm pretty sure that's the same damage as a rare frost. And that's just disgusting to me. So fun on that one. Anyways, that's the build for that one is gonna be Focus Mana, Fervor, and Recklessness. It's fun. It's a fun time. So that's a pretty fun build, the Focus Mana, Recklessness, and Fervor. So if you want to take out the Fervor though, on any of these builds, you can use Scavenging, especially if you're just gonna slay out with the Focus Mana Recklessness. Using Scavenging is gonna keep your health up. Then the fun build, we've got No Mind Talent, Fervor, and Ambidextrous, which if you like to play Ice, you can Ice Skate with Ambidextrous and then Wind Jump off of that because you're in the Tempest class. It's just a fun build. I've been playing it with Fire because I get the Ignite, and yes, I'm a Combust Crutcher. It's not as bad anymore. I don't feel as bad because there's not nearly as much damage on Combust anymore. And then you've got a mana reduction as well on Ambi. So I just really like the mana reduction mixed with the Fervor and the Ignite. You can just pretty much just constantly push somebody. Someone calling it AC 130 with that build today, and I think it describes it a lot because it's just constant pressure and you're in the air. So, and it's just explosions everywhere. So that's it for the talents. Now when you come to Tempest, you pretty much want to use Dash. Dash is gonna be your way to enter your talk. You can do a lot of things in the Tempest class with Dash that you can't do in other classes like Rady Hopping. Dash is gonna be the one you want to go to, in my opinion. A lot of people like to use Spring Step for some reason. I think it's just because you stay in the air instead of like wind jumping. You use your rune. Maybe it saves your mana for doing pretty much the same thing. But you can carry your momentum with both Dash and Spring Step. Shadow Step's also a decent one, especially if you're gonna snipe. But then, I mean, I guess you could use Flight, you could use TP, but you're not getting your class benefits, in my opinion, from those two runes. Again, guys, remember, you are in the air constantly with Tempest. So you're gonna wanna have a quick dash rune, or let's not say dash because that is a rune. A quick direction change rune, like dash, that helps you get out of the way of fights and back down to the ground as fast as possible. Not one that go up to the top like Flight or in my case, it could help you get out of the way, or like a Spring Step. So Dash is gonna be my number one. Now it comes to offhand gauntlets. In this exact order, these are my offhand gauntlets if you're not using Spellslinger. If you have one choice, Fire is number one. Ice is number two, Toxic is number three. You can make lightning work, you can make stone work if you want to, but remember that lightning is a lot easier to aim when you're landing on the ground, when you're on the ground still, not flying through the air. Stone doesn't get Squall bonus at the present time. There was a bug at some point, maybe, that you could get it to work partially, maybe sometimes, but it's very hard to do if you can do it. But if you are gonna use Spellslinger, then you can use Ice and Fire, Ice and Tox, or any other combo of all of the gauntlets if you want to, because it's not just a pocket one option, it's a pocket all four of those slots. So that's my top three builds for Tempest plus what I run. So love you guys. If you like this kind of content, let me know. There's a comment section on YouTube. I don't know if you know this, I don't ever use one, but it is there. It is there. If you like it, like the video, hit the subscribe button if you want more. We're doing TikToks now, and the TikToks are going to be basically only to help people who are starting their streaming journey, or people who have been streaming but need a little bit of assistance on certain things. We dropped a video on how to get clips from your Twitch stream to your phone to post on like Instagram or TikTok or Twitter, if that's how you use social media. I mean, you can post on Twitter through your PC, but the link will be in the description. And next week we'll probably do like a branding video or a how to make a community video. Anyways, love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.